I guess I first start off by saying I was happy with our effort tonight. I thought our guys played with a lot more energy all the way throughout. You know, from the very beginning to the end. I know the game was choppy with so many fouls called, but you know, I think in the first 4 minutes of the game, you know, we got them to 17 fouls, which anytime you can put a team on their heels with that type of foul trouble as a team that early into the game, you can just change the game. You know, on ball reversals, you can really test your man and get a hand check and get to the free throw line, and it really starts to open up some things offensively. So I thought our guys on the offensive end did a really good job, especially in the second half, of taking care of the ball and playing through contact. And I thought defensively we played with a lot of energy really throughout the game. And so a much better performance out of our guys. And I think the three practices that we had leading up to tonight really set the tone. I really think you earn the right to win and you earn your victories in practice because that's who you become on game night. And I thought we did a terrific job the last 3 days leading up to the game. So with that, I'll take questions.
Terrific job. Get a microphone to you.
That's a new thing, I think.
You said a terrific job in practice. Can you kind of elaborate on what you look for in practice and what they did in practice?
We put them through some tough drills. And it was what I would call animal ball for a couple days. You know, I thought our guys got the ball knocked out of their hands on offense against Nichols. I thought we were just okay on the defensive end. And so we sort of reassessed who we need to be on both ends of the floor. And we had a lot of tough drills where you better be strong with the ball. And I thought our guys really responded, and we carried it over into tonight. So the last few practices haven't been easy.
Chris, defensively, I know it wasn't perfect, but was it a step in the right direction? And is it communication more than anything on defense? Well,
I think that's one of the things. You know, Southern presents that. As you could see, they got called for maybe 12 illegal screens. And if they don't brush into your defender, I mean, a lot of times that guy offensively is going straight downhill. And we got called for some hand checks, you know, and we've got to do a better job of showing the referees our hands when they're trying to initiate contact. But, you know, for the most part, it was a huge step forward from last game. It's communication, it's toughness, it's discipline, finishing our defense with a shot fake. You're not leaving your feet, you're staying down. And then we have to finish the possession with a block out if they don't turn the ball over. So, again, I thought it was a lot better than last game, and it's going to be it has to be a heck of a lot better for Friday because we're playing a team that I'm sure everybody saw on ESPN the other night. Pretty good, really good.
Nicholls State had 38 fouls. They had 39 fouls tonight. Why do you think there are so many fouls?
Well, I think they choose to play a style defensively where they switch every screen. So they're going to have point guards and two guards on Steven Enoch. Whether he's posting or whether he's going to offensive rebound, it's a big challenge. And that's also going to put their 4s and 5s, you know, on guys like Darius Perry and guys on the perimeter that, again, we wanted our guys when those mismatches occurred to not stare at the mismatch and try to force the ball into a spot. We wanted to, as I told our guys, you know, don't stop the music. Keep moving the ball. The mismatches will be exposed at some point, but if you just sit there and stare at who you want to throw it to, the entire team knows. And I thought our team was smart, and we were able to continue to move the ball and get the shot we wanted.
Do you like coaching a game with this many fouls?
I like coaching the game that we win.
Chris, with 65 fouls, music stopped an awful lot.
Yeah.
How much does that affect what you want to accomplish in terms of flow and of the game?
You know, it's hard to answer that question because I felt like, you know, we got to the free throw line almost twice as many times as they did. And so if you want to foul us, that's fine. And we're going to play, you know, inside out. We're going to drive the ball. We're going to try to space our perimeter players in a way that makes it difficult for opponents to, you know, crowd the court. And we're going to do the complete opposite, or try to. And we want to be a team that defends without fouling. and we didn't do as good of a job in that area as we should have. But sometimes the game, so many fouls get called that, I'm not saying the referees did this, but every once in a while it's just like, well, that's a foul too. But we want to be a team that gets the ball in the paint and gets to the free throw line.
McCoy was really good on the glass tonight, and Ryan dished out like 6 assists. How much do you value just having diversity on your team where you can have different guys be versatile and show up in different columns of everything?
I value every one of our players. They're working hard to transition to a new coaching staff. They've never given us, 1 ounce of defiance. They've been awesome. And, guys like Coy didn't play last game, didn't even get in. And then tonight, Steven gets in foul trouble, and Coy goes in there, and, he gets 3 offensive rebounds and draws a ton of fouls in both halves. He did a great job. I thought Ryan was much tougher on both ends of the floor tonight. He got shots for his teammates. He took shots in rhythm. And I thought Ryan was the best defensively that I've seen. Whether we played against us in the red-white, we played Simmons, we played Bellarmine, that was by far his best defensive effort. And he needs to continue to get better, because we're going to play some teams that are better than the one we played tonight.
You got a couple of big sparks from Jordan and Malik, especially Jordan in the first half. How big were they for you tonight, and what, is that kind of what you expect to see from them coming off the bench? Jordan
is very talented offensively, and his quest and my quest for him is to be better defensively. And I thought he was better, but nowhere near where he needs to get to. When the other coach is out there, yelling plays to isolate him, that should tell you something if you're Jordan. But he was much better tonight. I think the thing that I'm most proud of on the offensive end, isn't that he made shots, isn't his aggressiveness. He wasn't lackadaisical with the ball. I've used that term casual with Jordan. He got the ball spilled 4 or 5 times last game. It was like he was playing with a heavy ball. And tonight, he was strong with it. When his drive was cut off, he secured it and threw it back out. And that's what I want to see out of Jordan offensively.
From a defensive standpoint, when he got those steals on back-to-back plays and made transition dunks, is that what you're looking for out of him defensively?
I'm looking for anybody to pick up a steal if the ball's in front of him the way it was. We did a solid job on the ball with our positioning, and I started saying Moorhead. Southern. They got chested up by our defender on the ball, and they lost the ball, and so it went right to Jordan. And again, we want to be a team that crowds the court, and those type of plays are going to happen when you're solid defensively. But I don't want Jordan, for every steal he gets, going through the passing lane and giving up a wide open layup. And he didn't do that tonight for the most part.